Okay, so I've set a 36-minute timer for this show today, and the show will be called Out and Back from the Blue House. So there you go, officially named and recording. Oops. Not sure what that was. Some kind of alert. There must be an open source Wi-Fi around here. As I put my phone back inside my shirt and start my run. The Blue House is a picture that I took about 6 months ago on this particular outing. I think I was recovering from my Achilles surgery. I think I must have been fully recovered. But normally when I start my run from fairways at Cedar Hill Crossroad, it's because I want to go to the liquor store to buy beer, so it's a convenient place for me to get my groceries, my beer, and my run all done. A bit of a one-stop shop. Plus, today I'm going to be recording my show. I have 5-minute reminders from the girl today on a blustery Sunday, the 16th, I believe. I think I set my pace at 7:30 per kilometre. So I'll be able to keep track of how much ahead or behind I am. First crossroad, I cross Cedar Hill Road. Up behind the convenience store, up a little laneway that'll lead me to Doncaster Drive and eventually Glacier Place and the golf course as I hike.
Time 5 minutes. Distance 0.66 kilometers. Cadence 73. Workout average pace 7 minutes 32 seconds per kilometer.
So I'm pretty close to my target. 7:32. Last little bit of hiking for the next while. I've decided to go, anti-clockwise today around the golf course. It means that I'll have the $1 Million Hill going down. The last couple of times I've been here, I have been going the other way, getting the big hill as a climb. So, if you get a chance, listen to some podcasts, listen to Chris Russell's latest he interviews our friend David Foss, just plain Dave. Very unassuming chap that he is. He had a very pleasant trip to Israel to compete in a marathon. An off-road marathon. I had a message from Jim yesterday telling me that he received the windsock that I sent him, but unfortunately it's not big enough to accommodate his new recorder, so it must be quite a large piece of machinery. He says it's the size of an old flip phone. So I'm on the chip trail now. No more traffic noise for a while till I get to the bottom end, which will be for another 20 minutes or so. I'm running this one quite fast today. Not sure why, other than just being excited about running and recording. I'll have to see how my
17 seconds ahead.
Heart rate is working. I have my pace indicator every 3 minutes. Hi.
Hi, good girl. Yeah.
It's a little puppy being trained to sit and behave. As I approach King's Pond. Today would be a great test for a windsock. There is a howling gale blowing.
Time 10 minutes. Distance 1.38 kilometers. Cadence 80. Workout average pace 7 minutes 9 seconds per kilometer.
Doesn't look as if my heart rate is on. Let me just check that. Nope. Now it's on. Yep, you can hardly expect the heart rate monitor to work if you don't switch it on. But the whole time I was in Portugal, I chose
Zone 1.
not to take it, mainly because of the extra cables. Hello.
Zone 3.
So zone 4 I'm going to try and avoid. If I hear a 4, I will hike. Today, as I have that plan to get my Christmas beer in, I had to kill some time because I know how long the run's going to take me, and I know what time the store opens. So I went to Starbucks and had a chai latte. It's about as close as you can get to what an East Indian woman would make for her chai, for her family. I used to enjoy visiting my Sikh clients because they would always offer me chai, and they would ask if I wanted it medium or sweet. Medium was quite sweet enough, but it is kind of a nice caffeine pick-me-up. Black tea with herbs and spices. Spiced tea, I guess you could call it. And the secret is that they make the tea by boiling the milk. The English were the ones to put water on their tea. I'm not sure if the Chinese do it that way. I think the Chinese have a low tolerance for lactose, so they would have had their tea, their jasmine tea, black. Another traditional hike. This little hike takes me to about the highest point on this run. So basically I have been working uphill since Fairways. Hello. Hi. I will see those two again. Sans doute, as they would say in France. Sans doute. Without doubt. So this is the glorious chip. A good hilly run, soft on the feet. Nothing too technical. Hello. Bit of a blowdown here. Up I go. That runner looks pretty serious.
15 seconds ahead. Time 15 minutes. Distance 2.02 kilometers. Cadence 75. Average heart rate 117. Workout average pace 7 minutes 22 seconds per kilometer.
Well, my heart is doing well, as you can tell. Hello. Thank you.
Good morning.
Those two were holding hands. They needed to be alerted to my position. The road that I'm running next to now is a little neighborhood cul-de-sac, which I believe is called Persimmon Terrace, or Persimmon Crescent, something like that. It meets up with Derby. And if I was doing a figure of 8, I would cut across the middle here, but I'm not. And push on to the $1 Million Hill, which I will be running down. Hi.
Good morning.
Today is the day that my son comes from Seattle to visit. He's going to stay for Christmas with us. But the catamaran, the ferry from Seattle, has been delayed because of the high winds. The Puget Sound is notorious for the wind shear. There are lots of islands, there's lots of shipping, and there's lots of tide. So I guess the Sunday run from Seattle has been delayed to try and avoid some of this strong wind. I haven't seen Carlos Jr. or C2,
Halfway to your goal.
as he prefers to call himself. C2 since
55 seconds ahead.
last Christmas, I think. He's had a haircut apparently since we saw him last. Mind you, his hair was down almost to his waist. He's now been working for Google for 3 years. So this is the $1 million view from the top of the $1 million hill. As I go down, down, down. I was thinking that windsock that I sent to Jim could be re-gifted to Anthony for his Sony, but I'm not sure. I think he might have solved his wind noise problem. I know that it was built, that the sock was manufactured by this Java for my Sony, and I had a narrow pocket and a wide pocket after having divided a small cloth pouch in half. I took the smaller one because it is a snugger fit, and I assumed the bigger one would be large enough to accommodate Jim's new device, but obviously not. Hello, dog. Hi. Good dog. Somebody having their
Time 20 minutes.
picture
Distance
taken.
2.83 kilometers. Cadence 83. Average heart rate 134. Workout average pace 7 minutes 2 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
Hello. I just heard the halfway to my goal, which is about right because I'm halfway around the golf course. I think I have the shorter half coming up. Hopefully my timer will remind me. I did start the recording about, I don't know, maybe half a kilometre in, once I got away from
1 minute 10 seconds ahead.
Once I got away from the traffic noise. Zone 3, I'm guessing. I noticed that after a month in Portugal, running with Norma, that my heart had developed a higher tolerance for maintaining a certain level. You probably remember when I first started running, with a heart rate monitor that it was all over the place. It was jumping zones every couple of minutes. This doesn't happen quite as much now. Which means that my heart has adapted to zone 3. This is that noisy section that I was telling you about. I already know that I'm going to achieve my goal of 7 minutes 30. I think one of the recent times I did it, I averaged 7:20, something like that. So the fact that I'm still ahead of my pace, I have one more walk section to do to get me to the top of the hill by the vanilla ice cream house. As I go down into the Bowker Creek watershed, I can already see where my next traditional hike will commence. Just about where those people are standing by the garbage can. 1/3 of the way up the hill. So, I can afford to hike a little sooner. Like, just around, waiting for a zone change. It might drop into zone 2, but I don't think so. Hi. There he is. That was the guy that wasn't looking so cheerful, the serious runner. He was running downhill that time as well. He still didn't look very happy.
Time 25 minutes. Distance 3.52 kilometers. Cadence 77. Average heart rate 137. Workout average pace 7 minutes 5 seconds per kilometer.
Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. So I'm getting a little excited about Christmas. We never get very involved with traditional ceremonies like Christmas and New Year and birthdays and anniversaries and what have you. So this is the vanilla ice cream house, which reminds me, tomorrow, being Monday, I will work once again with Carl, the gun. He is very reluctant. Hello. Hi. He is very reluctant to let me help him with his shaving and his hair washing. Hi.
Slow down, eh?
Yeah, I always walk this hill. She saw me earlier running. Hi.
One minute, 18 seconds ahead.
All right. 1 minute 18 ahead. Now that's in multiples of 3. Hi. So 3 sevens are 21. I'm probably up to about 21 minutes, maybe 24 minutes as I level off and start jogging again. So this is the top section by the clubhouse. This is crushed gravel. Then I will cross Derby and head back onto the chip for the rest of the run till I get to, I think it's Rowan Road. Excuse me. That was my latte. The reason I didn't have coffee was I had already drunk 3 coffees by then. I haven't had a zone change lately. It either means that I'm, as I suspect, locked in on zone 3. Oh, there you go. Zone 4. As I crest the hill.
Zone 3.
Hello. So now it's going to be zone 3 cruise all the way back. I did bring long pants to wear on my e-bike. It's always a little drafty with bare legs.
1 minute 30 seconds ahead.
Especially
Time 30 minutes. Distance 4.20 kilometers. Cadence 76. Average heart rate 138. Workout average pace 7 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer.
Yep. I can walk this little bit here.
Zone 4.
You see? I knew the hill was going to kick in, and I anticipated it. Zone 3. Gotcha. That's what's known as listening to your body. Hi. Next will be zone 2, and then I will start jogging again. This might well be Glacier Place coming up, which is where I join the loop. Yeah, I think this is Glacier Place.
Zone 2.
And I start my run again. Past the house
Zone
with the
3.
man with the blind cat. So Glacier Place will take me all the way down past the convenience store and over Cedar Hill Road and then down what I suspect is Rowan Road all the way back to Fairways and Starbucks where I started this outing. I could take a picture here of the famous Glacier Place signage.
Auto pause.
So that's the first pause that I have had, but it's not going to affect
Workout resumed.
my timer because I have that set independently on my phone. I just can't remember what the the tone is. It might be the submarine sound. Yaruga, that sound. Aruga, aruga. But that's going to happen quite soon. Possibly when I pass the blue house.
1 minute 19 seconds ahead.
This is the back of the convenience store once again. Chinese groceries. They now just sell flowers basically. They live on the premises. So there you go. Yep, Rowan Road. Rowan Street. Sorry. As I run into the wind. I can see the blue house now. It has started to rain now.
Zone 3.
Some big drops. So, in summary, it has been the best of times, it has been the worst of times, but my training persevered through all of that. I'm now fitter and stronger and healthier than when I left 2 months ago. As the rain increases, yep, this is what they predicted. Mind you, it might mean that the wind will die down a bit. Change of weather is often a change of wind. They call them frontal squalls. This could be the tail end of the last
Time 35 minutes. Distance 4.88 kilometers. Cadence 77. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 7 minutes 9 seconds per kilometer.
So I've just passed the blue house at 35 minutes. So now I keep going until I hear the klaxon. And that will indicate 36 minutes of recording time. Probably when I get to Starbucks, it'll go off.
Workout finished.
So that's my 5K done. And now I'm just waiting for the As I cross Shelbourne Street, right in the middle, large gap in the traffic. Any second now. Hi. Yep, Starbucks is on my right. And there's my alarm as I approach Starbucks. Bye bye.